Hey guys, it's Mandy and welcome back to another episode of Let's Populate. Today we are working on the Palmer family and they are going to be just base game and the one, what's the Granite Falls one? Not Let's Camp. Oh my god, what is it? Outdoor retreat, that's what it is. Thank you, Google. So just base game and outdoor retreat, which I'm going to be honest, the only reason I even included outdoor retreat in this is because when I get to Brittany, the girl, I had that specific shirt in mind for her everyday outfit. So that's the only reason outdoor retreat was even included in this. But this is Blake, and as you can see by the thumbnail, he's a girl dad. And he really enjoys that country lifestyle, but not enough to move full-time to Henford-on-Bagley. He does like the outdoorsy type thing, but having a farm and all that stuff is a little too much for him. So I would say he's more so like that country that lives in the suburbs, listens to country music, sings along to songs about working on a farm and doing all that stuff. But the closest thing he's really gonna get is drinking a beer, fishing, and camping out in the woods. So he's pretty much me in a male form. Minus the fishing, I don't think I would do that. And this is Brittany, his wife. If it was up to her, she would at least have some chickens, but of course, Blake wants no part of that. But realistically, it's because we didn't use any cottage living. So we're not gonna have any chickens. I mean, if you want to, if you download this family, by all means, but for the sake of this storyline, no chickens. And for her, I kind of wanted to keep her a little bit more natural and down to earth, which is why, you know, she's wearing the natural, neutral tones for her makeup. She's got a little bit of eyeliner, and that's the shirt that I really wanted to use. And now you're probably thinking to yourself, now if she wants more of a farm, but she's squeamish, how does that make sense? Well, my friends, that is something that she exaggerates a little bit on, especially when it comes to cleaning, mopping the floors, cleaning the mildew out of the sink, the toilet's getting gross. That way, Blake does it all for her. But in all fairness, she's also really not that comfortable sleeping outside. If it was up to her, when they go vacationing, she would have a cabin. Just the idea of when you're not really in too much of a conscious state while you're sleeping, that bugs can be crawling up on you, you can get spider bites, not even know it, anything like that, she would rather do without. And speaking from experience, waking up the next morning with a spider bite is really, really odd. I mean, don't get me wrong, obviously that's always a possibility when you go camping, but it still doesn't make it any less uncomfortable when you wake up and there was like a spider that was on you at some point while you were sleeping and you upset him enough that he did stick his little fangs into your skin. Don't worry, I was fine. I ended up having a physical like a couple of weeks later and it was still there, so I did have my doctor look at it and I have sensitive skin, so it was taking forever to go away. Not poisonous, anything like that. It was just enough to leave a mark. Alright, so we finally got into making the kids. So as you can see, this is Brooklyn and she is mean. Now, usually I handpick all the traits that I give everybody right down to the kids. And that's because I usually have an idea of who I'm making and what kind of family I want to do. So I kind of figured it might be a little bit different, a little bit fun if I just randomized it and kind of had to go from there. And as far as Brooklyn goes, when you look at her from the outside, you really wouldn't get that mean girl vibe from her, but I think deep down she's a little bit more bougie than she lets on. And Caitlin here, first of all, those glasses are so cute on her. I was so sad when I saw that they weren't base game. I think they're Snowy Escape, but she did look really cute in them. So she's a little bit more on the nerdy side compared to her sister, but she's also not afraid to get down and dirty. She really enjoys fishing with her dad. Obviously, as you see, she's a kleptomaniac, so she's a little bit more rebellious. And I think just all around, she's just a little bit more edgy. So while Brooklyn's a little bit more mean, I would say she's a little more girly, and Caitlin's a little bit more on the tomboy side of things. Now, the real question here is, what is little Dakota gonna end up being when she's older? Sure, right now she's a little hyperactive toddler, but as she starts to grow older, I'm curious to see if she's gonna take more after Brooklyn or if she's gonna take a little bit more after Caitlin. Or if she's just gonna completely be her own person and not take after either one of them. But it looks like we made it to the end of the video, so thank you so much for tuning in. Since you did make it this far, you might as well hit that subscribe button so we can see each other next time. And I will talk to you guys then. Bye!